Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Well, what a day. 2 years we waited, and once again, we paid the price for being investors with Virgin Galactic. Hopefully, like me, you took profits today. I took a decent profit, made about $1,000. It's a shame we didn't get the prices that we wanted. The whole thing was just Virgin Orbit all over again. Now then, we've got what's best known as a fake out at the moment. We've got the price rose very dramatically about 2 hours ago. It went straight up and straight down in a second. I don't know if anybody was watching it, but on a 1 minute candle, it went up dramatically and straight back down again. I actually thought it was a reporting error from Robinhood, and in fact it wasn't. It was a buy-in and sell-off immediately. That's never a good sign to see that on a stock. And right now, we had a little bit of a rally, and it's giving up again. Remember, this was the day that we had officially the first commercial flight into space in history. The stock should be at least $7 right now. So what am I doing? Let's discuss it on the show. Let's talk about it. All my members should have made money today, and hopefully everyone took profit from it. Hopefully you all did. Okay, let's go into the information you need. Of course, this is all the information running below our video in the description. We have all our social media. There are still some of you who are following scam Instagrammers. I don't know why you're still doing it. There are many, and I'm trying to get everyone to get rid of those scam accounts. Anyway, listen up and I'll tell you how. All right. We're still running the poll on Virgin Galactic to see where you feel. I want to see if the poll changes now. Anyway, let's get into our chat. Let's read all the comments. Do you think we will go down further tomorrow? I think it's highly possible. Obviously, I don't know. Nobody knows. I do feel that we're being incredibly manipulated. I think we've had 3 failed businesses from the Virgin brand and recently. This could be the 4th. Now, I still have shares in Virgin Galactic. I still have my Roth IRA. This is my brokerage position is gone, down to 1 share. It's gone. But my Roth IRA, I've still got $1,400. I've still got a bit of money there. I'm down 8% on it at the moment. And if I get any reason to buy lower with a good sentiment, then I will. But I just don't know right now if it's going to do that. I also want to thank everyone for choosing to watch our stream today. I did some research afterwards and had a conversation with certain people in the media. We had more views than Sky News. We had more views than, I think it was CNN, there was Bloomberg, I think several, I forget that there was a list. There's about 5 I was given. And incredible. We even had more overall than Virgin Galactic themselves. I'll share with you how many we had in the end. Look at this, 35,000 views. Oops, I'm not sharing it. 35,000 views in the last 48 hours, and it's all came from today, this morning. Incredible stuff. Look at this, 35,000. And bearing in mind that Virgin Galactic have 239,000 subscribers, nearly 1/3 of a million, and we only have 9,000 subscribers. I think that tells you everything you need to know. The family that we have here is so supportive, incredible. So thanks to all of you for making an historic moment shared here. It was incredible. I really didn't think we would actually beat all the news networks. I mean, incredible. Absolutely incredible. So thank you to all of you who supported that today. It was quite an incredible moment. we now know a few more things. Their stream was delayed. Technical reasons, don't know what they were, but they were delayed by about 15 minutes. I don't believe it was their original intention to just show pre-recorded information and then just show inside the cabin. I mean, someone said to me, what do you expect? Well, even if you watch the Apollo missions back in 1969, with slightly less technology than we have today, we filmed and we saw the astronauts getting into the rocket and we saw the rocket take off. We saw everything. All the Challenger missions, we saw everything. With Virgin Galactic, we're watching a B-rated movie, very, very badly done, in my opinion, only in my opinion. And I said before, and I was right. You might not like it, but you all know I was right because Virgin Orbit did go bankrupt, or at least cease trading. Chapter 11. And we all know Richard Branson got his money out when we all lost our money. We all know that. You all know that now. It looked like that. And I was very surprised that they didn't realize that they're talking to the investors. When you watch SpaceX, when you watch Tesla, you see the energy in the room. You get the sense of we know what we're doing. We know who we are. This looked awful. And as an investor, I have to be honest. I was also trying to get information from the Italian Air Force. What was their reaction? It looked to me, I've gone back over the footage, it looked to me like the scientific experiments were rushed. The captain had to go back to the cargo bay and undo the webbing to get the equipment, the scientific equipment, and it looked rushed. And again, this is being shown to the world. So if I'm paying $450,000 per person for a flight when I've got seconds to do an experiment and it's rushed, you know, I'm thinking, is this a good value? Is this a good investment? So to me, it looked a little bit, it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good to me. I don't like the way it looked. Anyway, bro, you are a buzzkill. You are a buzzkill. Young Pablo, well, too bad. Too bad. We told you to sell it at the top. We sold it at the top. It went down. Would you rather me tell you to hold it and lose all your money? I've had hundreds of messages through Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Stockwits saying thank you for your show. Because of you and Sensei, I made money today. Young Pablo, would you prefer me to say we're all going to get rich? That's not how the stock market works. That's Gamblers Anonymous. There's other channels that will tell you how to get rich and then just take all your money. That's not what we're doing here. So I'm sorry that you don't like the news, but that the news is the news. So it's not about being a buzzkill. It's about making money. And you can go and lose it all you like with somebody else, but that's not what we do here. Glad you calmed down a bit. I am calmed down, but of course I am, this is a live show and it's a real show and there's emotions here. But even so, I am calm with my trades. When I made my trade, I was very calm. I announced to you before I'd make it that I did. Well, today didn't go as expected. You're damn right. I made money. Thank you very much indeed. Exactly. Well done. Exactly. See that, Buzzjoy, whatever you said your name was? I made money. Good. Hi, everyone. Dexy, up and safely. Up and safely. What does that mean? News is starting to get out of the successful flight. How can a stock drop 10% after a successful? Just don't get it. Paper hands, not sold a single share. I don't like these phrases. YouTubers made these up. Warren Buffett didn't make these up. The bank didn't make these up. The FOMC didn't make these up. People that work at the stock market didn't make these up. These were made up by YouTubers to make it sound dramatic. Paper hands, diamond hands. Rubbish. Wasted. What's that got to do with anything? The fact of the matter is, I knew it was going down, so I sold my brokerage position. I said I'm about to sell it. Didn't do it before I told you, and I told you, and I did it. And Sensei did the same thing. and I made about $1,000. I can buy it back now if I want and make it again. Remember, the people with the money, they're the ones who dumped it. They're the ones who dumped it on you. So if you don't like it, blame the ones with all the money. Me dropping my handful of shares makes no difference whatsoever. Nothing to do with paper hands, mate. It's to do with the fact I've got money and we're making money consistently. Well, what do you want? Lose money consistently? I mean, what do you want? Jay, hello, Jay. That's why I always say I don't like the phrase "to the moon" as well. That was made up by BitBoy, I think it was. I hate stuff like that. It's dramatic rubbish. It doesn't mean anything. It's not proper financial terms. Martin, I did warn you yesterday that the sell-off was going to happen today. What price did you sell? I sold at I sold at 471 and 465. There we go. And I bought them yesterday. As you can see, I bought 409 and below. So I made a good profit. I made about $1,000, I think, in the end. 471 and 465. Yeah. It went slightly higher. But yeah, I sold near the top. So I'm very I'm happy because I made money, and again, it's consistently making money. However, I'm disappointed in Virgin Galactic's presentation and everybody losing all their money again. But anyway, 1,400 concurrent views, more than Sky News. LOL. The Better Den. Okay, the Better Den. Go and check Sky News's. Go and watch. Go and look at. In fact, I'll do it for you. Stuff like this. I'm going to make you... I don't like when I get clowns come on here, try to make me look silly. So I'm going to make you look silly now. So thank you for giving me the ammunition. I love this. There's never a word here that is not true. But if you want to try to make me look silly, you are very, very welcome. And I will make you look sillier. Where is it? Let me find it. Videos. It was the Sky News Virgin Galactic broadcast. Virgin Galactic. I'll keep looking for it. Virgin Galactic Sky News. I don't have to do this. You don't own my show, but I will. Anyway, Virgin Galactic, CBS. Okay. Okay, so this is here. Why am I even doing this? I don't know, because I like to show people that. CNBC, 1,300 views 2 hours ago. 5,200 Virgin Galactic. That was their 57-minute. That was CBS News. CBS News, 5,200. CTV News, 803 views. The Telegraph, 7,700 views. See this? By the way, TBD, when I've shown you this, I'd like an apology because, I'm in the mood for that today because I don't like when people try to discredit what I'm saying. I like to prove them wrong. So let me go over to the video. Virgin Galactic live event. We are now at 27,000 views, 701, and we're still going. All right? And I'm not going to spend the next 20 minutes going through all the news channels, but yes, Sky News, when I looked at it, we had way more, and we had more than Virgin Galactic as well. I think that's gone past now because the views, they carried on broadcasting, but while I was broadcasting, I had more. Not that that's important. What's important is discrediting you when you try to make me look like I'm making up stories. I don't like that. Sold at 470, back at 420. Yeah. Pete Barker, only dumb people sell after a successful flight, yet it happened. But was we wrong, though, Lewis, to sell at the top? Are you honestly telling me, Lewis, I was wrong to sell at the top when we said it's going down now? Would you rather me just lose all my money? What would be the sense of that? And I even said it's about to go down. We're going to sell it. I didn't even sell it and then say I've already sold it. I told you I'm going to sell it. I told you it's going to go down. Is that a wrong thing to do? I mean, am I supposed to stand by and lose all my money? I mean, I don't understand. Once the stock settles at 2, I'm buying back. Yeah, the actual value of the stock now is $1.50. Because with the devaluation that's coming, it's worth $1.50. Now, I said that in a video. I put the video out about a week ago. I also said it won't go there because it will go up. But after the flight, that's where it's going. It won't. I said it wouldn't go there before the flight. It's going up. But now I'm saying it can go there. I made a video. You can check me on all the stuff I say. I don't understand why I get such people say such stupid things. Look, I put the video out. Where was it? Just a few days ago. 150. Where is it? Only a few days ago. I said it can go to 150. I don't think it will though before the flight, but that's what it's worth. Why can I not see it? I bet I'm just there. It is. There you are. $1.50. That's the value of the stock. I put that out 6 days ago. 6 days ago. And I said, no, I don't think it's going there, but that's where it's valued. Now it's going there. Now it can go there. So what, am I supposed to hold my shares just to prove a point? For the guy who says you're a killjoy? I mean, what do you want? Do you want the truth or do you want just silly YouTube stuff? Where do you think it will go? Space, thank you, from Malta. Hey, Malta, we haven't got, is it the Algarve? No, that's Portugal. Malta, I've been to Malta. I'm trying to think of the city I played in. Malta, I can't think of it now. Brian, we haven't got a member yet in Malta. We've got 33 countries. You can look at all the flags. If you become a member, you'll be our first member in Malta. And I would love to welcome you and fly the flag for you. I am holding. It's still going down, folks. I'm out and I'll buy it back at 150. If space drops below 4, this could get very ugly. Be careful. Pete, they're not listening. The members are listening. It's those who are not members coming in today, trying their very best to spin stories. And it doesn't work on my channel. I mean, by now everyone should have learned that, but anyway, today's mission doesn't compare to the Apollo, dude. Didn't say it compared to the Apollo. What I said was, when we launched the Apollo, we were able to broadcast the live event. I never used the word compared. I said to you that even the Apollo with lesser technology, we actually streamed the whole thing. It looked more impressive. This was pre-recorded B-roll in a B-rated studio. My studio's better. How many times have I said it? Everyone knows it. Anyway, so you've not apologized for me showing you that actually we got more views than the news channels, because it's honest and we're live and we tell people the truth. And anyway, BTAI going well and should check it out. Enrico Bardino. Enrico, I can look at stocks, but I have to do that for members. I don't think you'll remember to my channel. I have to focus
Eric
on the members right
$3.
now.
This is the place for everything Virgin Galactic. 47.56000000 Doge.
Thank you, Eric B. Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's the place of Virgin Galactic if you want the information. If you want someone to blow smoke up your backside and make up stories, then there are plenty of YouTubers who'll tell you anything you want. Sit there with glasses on, with their hats on sideways, and pretend they know what they're talking about. There's loads of those. Go and watch one of those. Where do you see the stock price going? I think sadly it could hit $1.50. I already posted that 6 days ago. Why isn't Branson there when it started in the studio? Frustrating. Richard Branson is out of the stock. Remember, and I made a video on this as well. Do you remember on the test flight a couple of weeks ago? And I made a point of telling you, during the show, during the event of the test flight, Richard Branson was filmed, and I showed you the video, on the pad watching. This was just after Virgin Orbit collapsed. All those people lost their jobs. We all lost our money. And everyone knows the only person who got money out of it was Richard Branson. He was very muted at that event. There's a lot of angry people towards Richard Branson right now because he's taken a lot of people's money. That's the game. He hasn't broken any rules. That's how it works. However, I'm not surprised Richard Branson wasn't there because a lot of people have dumped the stock. A lot of people at Chamath, Branson, they're out. They've made money when it was $30. They're out. And they know that the dilution could drive it to 150, like I know, because the numbers don't lie. But the poor man on the street goes, I want to get rich. I want to be like Richard Branson. Richard Branson's got an island. I want to be like Richard Branson. Richard Branson goes, great. You buy 300 shares, 400 shares, 500 shares. I'll buy 100 million, and I will release stock. You'll all buy it because you will want to be rich like me. The stocks will go up. I'll dump it, and I'll make my money again. And you will keep holding the bag because you can't manipulate the stock like they can. And that's what happens until the numbers add up. It doesn't make any sense. And that's what we've seen again today. That's why Richard Branson isn't there. How can he sit there? The other people are puppets. The other people are employed to talk waffle about Virgin Galactic. The money people ain't there. Where was Michael Cole-Glazier today? He wasn't there. Where's the money? Where's the board of directors? Where's the investors? They ain't there. They're on this show watching this. They're not there because they're not happy. They're not happy. Apollo missions are far more important than SPCE. Space. A few minutes in space for fun. Well, that's your opinion. And by the way, I accept your non-existent apology for trying to make out I was talking rubbish when in fact I think I proved you wrong. Brian Abdillah from Malta, welcome to you. I expected a live stream of everything. But yes, of course you would. Nick Lovell, that is what you should expect as an investor. That broadcast was not for Mrs. Smith sat on her bed eating biscuits on a Thursday afternoon. That video, that broadcast was for the investors, like the Virgin Orbit one, and both were run by the same marketing people, and both was a disaster, and the shareholders dumped it. I cannot believe that we are sat here saying exactly the same things as we said last time, and I'm still getting people try to say I'm wrong on it. Hopiary, dreaming, reading, following silly YouTubers is not education in how to make money. So I don't know why people don't understand that. Anyway, going back to 350, then 3. The reason why I say 150, I'm not just making it up. It just sounds like a funny number or something. Let me prove the point. Let me prove it, because still too many people. And please be honest. Please be honest. Don't lie. In fact, the only way I can do it honestly, because I tried this morning, and we had a poll for the public, and I asked how many of my members made money. And I know all my members should have made money if they followed me in Sensei. And yet we had 80% saying no, but it was 300 people who'd voted. Well, we've only got about 150 members. So unfortunately, the non-members are trying to manipulate the stock and try to manipulate the knowledge. And I want the knowledge to be accurate and useful, not just made up dross that I can't use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a poll, but I'm going to do it for members only, because I want to make sure that the polls are accurate. Because if the polls aren't accurate, they're useless and they serve no purpose. So let me just make sure that we've got just the members running this poll. So going back to 3. What was the question I was going to ask? I've completely lost my train of thought there. I expected a live stream. I did that. Going back to 3, you can't possibly compare space with Apollo. I answered that. They don't seem to have enough time spent weightlessness. No, I was going to discuss that as well. That's something we're going to come on, the flight experience. There is some discussion to be had. I've been doing some research into the flight experience as well. Are people happy with the flight experience? And we're going to discuss that in a minute. I'm just trying to... what was the poll I was going to ask? I can't remember what it was. I wanted to do a members only poll. I'll ask this question. I can't remember what it was. I'll ask this question. Let me go to customization. I think I can. I've never done a members only question. I don't know if this actually works. So let me just try it a minute. A members only question. So I want to ask the members because I can rely on the members' input. Did you lose money? Oh yes. Was it that? Oh yeah. It might have been that. Okay, so start the poll. Members only. I don't know if only members of the channel can send messages. I don't know if they can do a poll or not. I don't know. I'll soon find out because I've got 150 members. If we get 300 votes, I will learn that it doesn't do it. Members only. Did you lose money? So basically what we're going to ask you, did you lose money? Did you lose money? No, I took the trade with you. So you were with me in Sensei. No, I took the trade with you. Yes, stayed in. So members only, did you lose money? Yes, stayed in, because obviously you've lost money if you didn't sell. No, I took the trade with you. And I want to see what you did. Okay. So I don't know if this is members only. I'm going to find out now. By the number of votes we get, it should give me, I've never done this before. Let me read some more. They don't now. This is an important. Nick Lovell. This is an important thing. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to become a member and be part of all the exclusive content, here is the membership link. You need to open a browser to do that. Nick Lovell. They don't seem to have enough time spent weightlessness to carry out any meaningful experiments, from what I could see. Yeah, Nick Lovell. I actually did some research in that. I'm trying to get some information from the Italian Air Force. Did they feel they got their value for money? Did they feel they was able to do what they wanted to do? Now, what happened was, I've done a bit of research into this. The equipment they were using to do experiments on was contained in the bulkhead behind some webbing. And they had to it had to be fastened up for safety reasons. And then once they were at weightlessness, they was able to unfasten it. And they had about 30 seconds, just 30 seconds, to start those experiments. They had I think a minute and a half, but they only had 30 seconds to start those experiments. And the question I have to ask is, did they get the experiments done? Were they satisfied with the experience? Because at the end of the day, if they weren't happy with the experience, it didn't enable them enough time to be able to they did invest $2.5 million. Is it 5 people at 450 grand a piece? It's a lot of money, right? Were they able to accomplish their mission? If not, I would imagine they'd be disappointed and go, well, we didn't even get it done. It was too quick. It's one thing saying you've got a minute to do it. It's another to actually experience it and go, oh my God, they looked a bit rushed to me. The captain who went to the bulkhead I've gone back and looked at it. He looked like he was rushed. And I don't know if he's frustrated by the experience. I've not had a chance to get that information yet. Anyway, even if the live stream from Virgin Galactic was from Virgin Galactic, the fall was obvious. It didn't even need technical analysis. Drillion, I think it's more to it than that. But I take your point. Rocket Labs are only launching satellites, but their live stream puts Virgin Galactic in the shade. I agree 100%. Rocket Labs, I've watched some of their information, not during my shows, privately afterwards, and it does seem a bit more NASA-ish, Tesla-ish, SpaceX-ish. I agree. They're making Virgin look a bit amateurish right now. They have a lot to learn before Galactic 2. They're not going to learn, though. That makes me very wary as an investor. They are using the same marketing people, making the same mistakes. I don't know if they're actually going to learn. And just in case anyone is on any doubt or any concern whatsoever, I want to be absolutely clear here. I am here to build the most honest channel on YouTube TV, and I am here to help people. I want to be known as the guy who's always honest, truthful, and gives accurate information, unbiased. And also, I'd like to make some money. I'm not going to say stupid stuff to make stupid videos to get people to watch, because my time and my commitment to you is worth more than silly thumbnails and silly rubbish to get people to watch. I never do anything like that. Every one of my thumbnails is what I actually think and what I'm actually doing with my money. And it's incredible the amount of people that messaged me today to say, thank you, you've saved me money. And at the same time, I had other people, mainly non-members, saying, you're an idiot, you've sold. Same people that said I sold for 140% profit on Lucid. I shouldn't have done that either, apparently. Anyway, Drillion, it was obvious. It was Drillion. It was obvious, was it? Yeah, exactly. It's me and Drillion have difference of opinions on stocks and so on and so forth. Drillion yesterday said all the trades and the stuff that Peru brought to our channel were successful, and actually it was nowhere near. It was less than half that was successful. And I also invited Drillion to go and see the members only video of what actually went on behind the scenes. And he hasn't done that because he's not a member. He can't see it. So, you know, I don't agree with some of the things that Drillion says because he's not actually present with half of the information. I take note of every trade that we do, what everyone says. I don't think anybody else here records everything. I do. And I know that half of Peru's investments were rubbish. But we all remember the good ones and thought it was great. It's not actually the case. Nobody knew what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen. However, I have assembled a team with my technical team, my analysis team, my scalp traders, my swing traders, my relationships with the companies that I speak to, the fact I study the charts, the screens, the stocks, the people, 10 hours a day, 2 years. It's my full life commitment. I think we've got a good balance. We've got a good balance, and we proved it today. Sensei came on, said this is where we're going to hit. I looked at it. You noticed I looked down. I've got some notes down here, quotes from people. I looked down, I thought what was being said, what people were thinking, and I said to you, remember, we had information. Remember, Virgin Orbit, I said we was in contact with Matthew Brown. We knew about all of that, and I shared it with you live on the screen. Remember, I told you, I know what's going on, and people just, I gave all the information I could, and I said that, there's a problem here, and you all watched what happened, and people started dumping it, and the faith has gone. And when I met the people at Virgin Orbit, I interviewed the staff. I went to England and interviewed the staff at Virgin Orbit. They had no commitment in their own stock. And there's a bit of that with Virgin Galactic. Now we have a whole month to wait. Such a shame today was a flop. Indeed, brilliant. Even if the live stream was perfect, the fall was obvious. Nothing is ever obvious because it's a sell the news event like always with space. I want to make a point. What happened once does not mean it happens again. So that is, no. Just because every time they fly it drops doesn't mean next time. If you flip a coin and you get heads, this is just basic analytics, basic fundamental principles of mathematics. If you flip a coin and it's heads, you flip a coin again and it's heads again. You flip a coin again and it's heads again. You flip a coin again and it's heads again. What is it likely to be on the next time? Is it likely to be heads? No, it's just as likely to be heads and tails every time. So just because Virgin Galactic always drops doesn't mean it's going to be. What is predictable, however, is greed and fear. That is predictable. And that was very clear today with the fear, the whole setup. So anyway, we all knew the stock would come down to be realistic. We've seen it twice, time and time again. Again, I've just said that's not history. You don't look backwards. That doesn't do anything. Then panicked and bashed them. Young Pablo, no one's bashing anyone. I'm simply expecting excellence. When I don't get it, I call it out. Are you okay with losing money? I'm not. LOL. On what a genius you made $1,000. How ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is that? And how disrespectful, JB, how disrespectful is that of you? There are people here who only have $100. There are people who have millions. How lack of understanding is that of you? It's not how much money you make, it's the percentage. I made 20%. I was about 17%. It's not about the money. So are my trades less important because I'm not as rich as you? And don't forget, you might actually have no shares at all. You might just be talking rubbish. However, you can see how much money I've got. Is it just as important to be up 17% on $1 million as it is to be up on $1? Otherwise, you're disrespecting everybody who watches this channel. You're disrespecting everybody who says that I only have $10. I've only got 10 shares. Am I not important? I made 17% and I protected my portfolio. So, JB, that's very disrespectful and a very immature comment. Bought a Tesla instead, said Francesco. Tomorrow, if dilution happens, the space will drop to 3. When dilution happens, it's going to 150. Thank goodness the people at Virgin Galactic are far superior to their marketing live stream provider, that they cost stockholders hundreds of millions of dollars, and it seemed a lot of others dumped out quick when the feed failed. Exactly. Correct. Captain Hook is absolutely spot on. To be absolutely clear, Martyn and Sensei did warn us, hence why I sold at the top. But it could have gone up. Absolutely right. Senor Piloto, absolutely right. Stayed in 70. So 27% of you took the trades with me, and 73% stayed in. Okay. Martyn has been very honest regarding Virgin Galactic, but still investors jumped in and expecting $7.15 reach today. Come on. It absolutely could have done $7. If they'd got it right, it absolutely could have done $7. However, no one can predict. What we have to do is act accordingly. And we did. Until yesterday, you, Martyn, believed in the company. Still do believe in the company. But it's okay, you're entertaining. But the problem is nothing's changed. But now your speech is different a lot, in different way. But it's pump. Terragio, rubbish. One, I can't pump a stock. I don't have enough people watching me. I'd need millions. So I can't pump a stock. Pump and dump is a phrase that's used, and that happens when somebody promotes a stock and dumps it without telling anybody. I did it in front of you, after I told you I was going to do it. And I've still held my other position. So I haven't pumped and dumped anything. And my position hasn't changed. This is like a board meeting. I might believe in the company, but if I'm the CEO, I'm bringing in my employees and having them over the coals because I expect excellence. And you should too as an investor. If you're just a fanboy, you don't care about performance. I care about performance. I care about my money and I care about performance. And that is why I sold my shares today. Doesn't mean to say I can't buy back. So nothing has changed. Time to buy back and dollar cost average. Not at this price, it's not. That's up to them. He told people to buy at the bottom. Correct. Do you remember when it went to 409? Live on the show. It went to 409. I said I'm buying more shares at 409 and I bought it live on the show. Not like Richard Branson, who tells you one thing and does another. Not like other YouTubers who tell you one thing and do another. I said, live on the screen, I'm going to buy shares at 409. That was the bottom yesterday. And that made me money. You all think this gone wrong after market. I don't understand your question. Please answer again. $100 not a believer anymore. No, it can still do $100. When have I said it can't do $100? When have I always said it's not worth $100? It can trade to $100. Said it thousands of times. Martyn, you don't need to explain yourself regarding Virgin Galactic. Yes, I do, because that's what this channel is. And that's why, unlike the clown at the beginning who said I didn't have more views than Sky News, I had more news than CNN, Sky News, Fox, Bloomberg, all of this. I had more views than anybody. Not added together, but individually, we had more views than anybody. And the reason why I answer everyone's question is because they know that this is the most honest channel in the world. And look at that. And in case if anyone's in any doubt whatsoever about why we are honest and why it makes a difference, 813 likes in this video right now. I am going to continue doing things the way I've always done them. Because 847 people have just smashed the like button. Because I am going to answer everybody. If you are a clown or a troll and try to come on and make me look silly, the only person that you'll make look silly is you. If you watch CNN, Fox, BBC, Sky News, you're ranting at the TV and no one's listening. With me, I'll listen. With me, I'll answer you. But if you get it wrong and you make up stories, I'll tell every country in the world about it. 33 countries. And there it is. So, my God. How are we getting so many likes? Is anyone watching this? Look at this. Look at the likes. What's going on? Now, I would like to tell you, I think, so the person doing that would like me to think 1,000 people are liking my stream. I don't think so. I know exactly my numbers, exactly my algorithms, exactly what goes on with my channel. There's no way I've got 1,000 likes. Somebody has found a way to fake likes. They don't think I know. I know. That ain't real. There's no way I have 1,100 likes. Absolutely. I know I have 285 watching, which is great, but there's no way on earth I have that many likes. This is what I mean about manipulation. Channels that manipulate their numbers, people that lie, make up stories. I could sit here and go, look at me, I'm famous. I got 1,200 likes. I haven't. That is not real. Whoever's doing that, I know you're doing it. I don't know how you're doing it, but I know it ain't real. There's no way you're doing it. And I know what you want to do. You want me to turn around and say, look at me, I'm the biggest YouTuber in the world with 1,200 likes. They're not real. I don't know how they're doing it, but I know it ain't real. There's no way it's real. I know exactly how many people are watching me. There's no way I've got that many likes. Impossible. Martyn, your playbook was spot on. Thank you, Jojo S. I was surprised we didn't get 550, but it tells me the stock is actually crap. I don't think it's going up anytime soon. I saw I can't read that out. But anyway, I'm waiting for a big drop. There will be a vacuum in news for a while. So hopefully people will get bored and move on. I think that's likely. But be very careful though. You don't want to buy something that's cheap. You want to buy something that has quality. So be very, very careful. I've got, hang on a minute. I've got some Russian information coming through here. Let me just have a look. Are we on members only? We are. We've just got so many members. Right, I was reading so many questions. We are members only. I don't know how I'm getting so many views. Anyway, how low are we going? 150. The issue here is 1% of investors understand Virgin Galactic here. The rest are just pumping in and hope for the best. That was the poll I wanted to do. That was the poll. Drillion, thank you for reminding me. That was the poll I wanted to do for the members only. The members only have, and please tell the truth. We learn nothing from people making up stories. Have you studied, just so we learn together. That way you all know that everyone's the same, right? Have you studied the balance sheet? Have you studied the balance sheet of Virgin Galactic? Okay, yes or no? And it's anonymous, not a criticism, but I want to see, I believe that 80% of you have never read the balance sheet. Have you studied the balance sheet of Virgin Galactic? No criticism, no judgment, just want to know. And then we all learn together. So you might think, I haven't. I wonder if everybody else hasn't. So tell the truth. Members, hopefully this is members only. Let's have a quick look. Branson is a scammer. He's a businessman who's playing the game. Martyn is right regarding Virgin Galactic. Thank you, Drillion. What was your peak viewers earlier? I think it was 1,600 at one point we had. And we kept above 1,500 pretty much the entire time. And we had, is it 30,000 now, something like that? How many subs? I think it was 600 subs plus. Awesome day for the channel. It was a great day for the community. I'm not bothered about the channel. I'm bothered about the way it can grow for the community. Great day for the company, Virgin Galactic. Bad day for the stock price. Yes. I don't think it will go to 150, Martyn. It's extreme. No. If you look at the numbers, it makes perfect sense. Let's wait. Have patience. 9 years time to see. 9 years. We've waited 8 years. I'm all in favour of patience. But if my stock price is going to sit at $4 for 9 years, I might as well put it in the S&P and earn 15% a year with dividends. There's no point doing that. If I think it's not going to go up for 9 years, I'll just stick it in uninvested cash and earn 4.65. I just buy gold. People seem to forget you can buy whatever you want. What makes the most money? It's not join. Everyone seems to be joining a fan club. I don't understand that. Let's wait. Look like the old bad stuff priced in now. I think there's more to go. Remember, it's sell off Friday tomorrow. Martyn, you'll get a chance to buy back. Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying it back for $3 and then all the way down to 150. Did you lose money? No, I made about $1,000. Made about 17%. Martyn, why investors are glued to Virgin Galactic? I don't understand. I don't understand either. Even though it's my most passionate stock, I love Virgin Galactic. I love the whole thing. I love space. I love it. I understand the business inside and out. I read it all the time. At the end of the day, I'm more interested in building a community and making money. I'm not throwing my money away. After all, Chamath didn't. After all, Richard Branson didn't. So why am I going to join the band of merry men and feel like a flipping clown losing all my money? Anyway, I want to make a point. You remember a few moments ago I pointed out someone is trying to hack my account, and you remember I pointed it out. That isn't real. Do you remember? It stopped after I pointed it out. So you know who you are. I know who you are. Those aren't real likes. I don't know what you've done, but I can tell you now my systems are secure. You're not getting in anyway. However, what you've done is you manipulated the analytics for YouTube. I don't know how you've done that, but I am absolutely 100% certain you know, and I know who you are. And I am not going to tell everybody, look at me with my 1,400 likes. They're not my likes. So you're not, again, you've got to get up. You've got to get out of bed a little earlier to pull one over on me. I know what you're trying to do, and we all know what's going on. No, took the trade with you. Fantastic. We need option C as well, Martin. We need option C and D. Holding is in the space name. I was working, didn't trade with you, sold at 4:30 on the way down, basically broke even. Breaking even's okay. What's wrong with that? Didn't lose any money. But I learned from today. Chalk it up, yeah. Did you go or not follow the next moves? Did you go or not follow the next moves? Did I go? I sold at the top. I bought at the bottom and sold at the top. I don't know what more to tell you. Please ask me again, Tiaggio. I just watched a stream back. It was like listening to school students explaining the flight. Dull. Where was the sound of the engine, the excitement? Looks like it was made on a shoestring budget. Rich, it's Virgin Orbit all over again. You are, as an investor, are not impressed. Other investors are not impressed. Only obvious because of the complete lack of marketing and pre-market flight run-up. This should have been ringing in everyone's ear every day over the last few weeks. No hype. Exactly, Agent Shu. I remember space when it went up to $55 on a flight today. Not even $5. Incredible. Yes, Af, but it went up and dropped. Like, look at history of this stock. I want to explain a little bit about that. People keep looking at this, going, it did this, blah, blah, blah. Test flight, day after, test flight, day after, test flight, dilution, test flight. Why did it not do that like it did there? First of all, you should never look back at the stock because what it did in the past is irrelevant. Completely pointless. If you're looking back at the chart, you might as well shout at the wall. It serves no purpose. Look forward, read the balance sheet. That's number one. Number two, all this happened during COVID, when we've got people sat at home on a bull market buying any old thing on their Robinhood apps with all their free money from the stimulus checks. That's what this is. Remember Peloton? Crash. Carvana? Crash. Remember all that? Virgin Galactic, Tesla. This is when Tesla got to $1,500. Remember? So that's what this was. This was greedy, uneducated people who have no idea what they're buying any old thing. It's space, it's rocket. I can't buy SpaceX, so I'll buy Virgin. Up it goes, they make money and they dump it. Then this was dilution. So now we have a different company. Much more successful. We've come through all this. We've got the rockets. We're flying. Everything's great. We've sold the tickets. Brilliant. However, since then to then, we've diluted the stock several times. The company's worth less. We've got more stocks. They're worth less. The company's worth less. We've burned through more money. We've got more debt. Interest rates are going up. Investors not impressed. This is not to be repeated. We can get up and do that again as we now enter a bull market, is if we get a period of time where there's money flowing around and people can start spending money. Right now, we're not there. The market is looking for companies that make money and hold money, not lose money. People are buying other things. People have moved on. So Virgin Galactic, as much as I love it, can go bankrupt. And if you build that into your portfolio balance, you're okay with that. And you can go, okay, if it goes to zero, I can still make money. So you need balance. And it's simple, really. Anyway, next time I sell it and then I run, I'm sure, try it out to do test positions, buy a small amount leading up to test flight and after, get the feel of it. I never short. Yeah, I never short either. I lend my stocks out to those who do, though. I make money from those who do. What about professional clowns? We We shouldn't downgrade them. I love it. You're right. Clowns are brilliant. Yeah, clowns actually are funny, are good. Clowns that are ignorant, who try to make me look silly, but in the end make themselves look silly, they're not so clever. Martin, breathe. You'll have a seizure. I'm no clown. Virgin Galactic live stream had 23,000. Virgin Galactic had 23,000 on live chat. 23,000 on live chat during the stream. Correct. I had more. Correct. Look. There's mine. If we're going to... Oh, there we go. You said Virgin Galactic had 23,000. I've had 22,000. They've got 1/3 subscribers. I've got 9,000. Virgin Galactic had the most successful stream on planet Earth, and I'm a couple of 100 behind. And the reason why they had 23,000 is because they extended, and they carried on going. I stopped. 22,700. I'm virtually identical to Virgin Galactic with $1 billion and 271,000 subscribers. I've got 9. So Jojo S, I beat Virgin Galactic. In fact, I don't beat Virgin Galactic. You do. You chose to watch here more than any channel on Earth. That sounds a bit dramatic, but it's true though. Queen, it's not true. The 1,100 likes is not true. Someone tried to hack into our account. They're unsuccessful, but that's not true. You missed what I was saying about it. Yeah, it has turned 1,200. Yeah, it's rubbish. People getting because they want me to say, they want me to get carried away and say I've got 1,200 views, and then they'll come on and go, no, you didn't. We hacked your account. I know, they know, everybody knows. Now you know. People getting upset because they married a very rich stock. That's like marrying a hooker and being surprised she got STD. Oh, I am 30 minutes behind the stream. If you're behind the stream, all you got to do is click the live button. I tell people every day, if you're behind the stream, this is what you do. You click the live button. All right. Once you click the live button, you then go to speed. Playback speed for 10 seconds. You are now literally 15 seconds behind if you do all those things. If you're behind the stream, all you got to do is click the live button. I tell people every day, if you're behind the stream, this is what you do. You click the live button. All right. Once you click the live button, you then go to speed. Playback speed for 10 seconds. You are now literally 15 seconds behind. If you do all those, there you go. That's what you do. I tell everybody that on every single stream. Not every single stream, but nearly every single stream. No, I have not studied it. So here we go. The end of our poll. 70 votes. Have you studied the balance sheet of Virgin Galactic? 62% of you said no. There you go. So now you know you're not the only one. So there's nothing wrong with you. You're not a bad person, but most people don't. Most people have no idea, and yet you'll buy it. Why would you marry a lady? Why would you get married to somebody you've never met? Well, that's basically what you're doing. You're marrying a stock because you're now a fan of it, and you don't even know what it is. No, I have not studied it. There you go. Lucid, at the current price, is a buy. Lucid at the current price is a buy. Why would you say that? It's going private. Peter Rawlinson takes $500 million salary, 4th richest CEO in the world. Company loses $500,000 on every car. Why is that a buy? I don't think it's worth anything. I can't wait to get out of it. Yes, I study, and today is normal. Make my profits, but Martin, I'm not a fanboy. You are different. The company is the same like yesterday. Many people believe in your hordes. I know Tiagio, if you speak in your language, I know you're struggling to speak in English, and I thank you for making the effort. If you speak in your language, I will translate it, because there's a few things I don't understand. If you say it in your language, I will translate it for you. More than happy to do that. Martin, we need to put a halt on Virgin Galactic. It's extremely risky and most likely to go to zero. Drillion, a lot of people are interested in Virgin Galactic. It's the #1 thing we talk about on the show. So we need to be, tomorrow, back to normal shows again. But today is important. I don't have problems with you. You are honest, but emotionally a lot. People follow you. You have the power to pump and dump. No, I don't. No, I don't. I do not have the power to pump and dump the stock. Absolutely impossible. If every single person, I want to do a poll. Okay? Can I, the bell's just gone. I didn't ring it again. Distracted twice today. Back to normal tomorrow, folks. Back to normal service. Can I pump the stock? Okay. So I want to see what everyone thinks. I have 9,000 subscribers. I have 33 countries. You know how many viewers we have. You average 100, 130 a day. Most of my investors are regular people like me, with a few $100, maybe a couple of thousand, 5,000, maybe $10,000 in certain stocks. Can I pump the stock? Can I pump and influence the stock? And influence the stock. Now, I know I can't. Because if you know how many shares there are and what it takes to move the stock, you will know that I can't influence the stock. And again, people would love me to say I can because they would then try to make me sound stupid. I can't pump the stock and influence the stock. Can I pump the stock and influence? Can I pump? Oh, bloody hell. Can I pump and influence the stock? Okay. I want to ask you and see what you say to that. Can I pump and influence the stock? I know I can't, but you might say, yes, you can. All right? So Tiagio thinks I can. He's wrong. What I can do is speak to you, and you can then draw your own conclusions, and I may influence you. I know I influence you. I know many people here can listen to me. However, it doesn't mean to say if we all bought and sold together, we'd move the stock. I sold at a 13% loss. That's not a bad idea, Cherry, I think. I think it could go lower and you could get your money and then you could buy cheaper. So there's nothing wrong with that. Next flights in your channel. Do you follow the next? Yes, of course. Of course I do. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not giving up. I've never gone anywhere. I've never given up on anything. Of course I'm not going anywhere. I would love a lot more. I would love a lot more if it didn't have the put options in place. A man from Earth. I think they need to get the dilution out of the way first. Of course they do. The people don't believe in the share, don't understand the business, remember? Correct. Coinbase coming back. Agent Shu. Eric B. That's a good question. Today's stream and commenting would have had an influence. Today's viewership was quite large. Well, it was going down before I bought it. Sorry, it was going down before I sold it. I said I'm going to sell it, and I did. You honestly think when I said it's going down, the whole world tuned in and sold their shares? Bloody hell! I would like to think I had that much power, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Anyway, not something like Virgin Galactic. Maybe a small cap penny stock. Yeah, exactly. Depends on the number of viewers. It's always like today. It could make a difference. If we all buy for 100,000, now it moves. Yeah. If we all bought 100 grand together, yeah. But we're not, are we? Who's buying 100 grand? I sold a couple of grand, and one of the clowns came on and said, so you made $1,000, whoop-de-doo. Well, he realised he made himself look silly because most people here were going, well, that's a lot of money for me. It's a lot of money for me too. It probably is for him as well. That's why he said it, because he hasn't got any money. Today you are the showman. A lot of viewers. And please don't stop doing the cover of the next flight. I won't, Tiagio. I'm never going anywhere. I'm never giving up. And I love Virgin Galactic. I just don't like losing my money. So I sold and I made a profit. That is why I'm here. That is what we're doing, right? Do you want to... Would it be entertaining for everybody if you keep watching me lose all my money? Would you all watch more? Why would you'd watch less, wouldn't you? Why would you want to watch somebody who constantly loses their money? I mean, what would be the point of that? No influence here on space. Everyone does their own research and trades, of course. And can I pump and influence the stock? 41% say yes. 59% say no. For those of you that say yes, I'm going to ask you to do two things. One, as we've just found out, most of you don't read the balance sheet. Read the balance sheet. Get to know the woman that you are going to marry. Don't marry somebody without ever meeting them. So do the research. When you do the research, look how much shares are available and how much the overall company is worth. And when I see the overall company, the stocks that are available and the assets of the company, the whole thing, if you were going to buy the entire company, remember the market cap isn't the entire company. You can't buy it for just the share price because there are shares that aren't available. All right? They've not got 100% of the shares available. There are parts of the company that have not been sold. So find out how many shares there are and what the company is actually worth, right? Work out how many shares would need to be sold to move the stock. And you will find you will come back with hundreds of millions. And then you ask yourself, well, hundreds of millions, Martyn would need 1 million people all buying tens of thousands of dollars of stock all at the same time to have a chance to move the stock. And if you do those calculations, then it should be 100% no, I cannot manipulate the stock. I have 12,282 shares holding long, 25 to 2030. Now, the reason why Stephen's doing that, Stephen is a completely different situation. Stephen is a little bit older than me, not much. And he's made a lot of money over the years, mainly in oil, I believe, land. If I'm correct. He's made a lot of money. He can now buy into a company for the future. He's already got dividends. He's already got a nice income. He's doing very well for himself. He has holidays in Hawaii when we're all sat here working our asses off. He's done all right. So we can wait. Now for us young folks like me at 54 and those of you at 44 and 34 and 24, we have to grow a portfolio. Our strategy is completely different. We've got to have things growing. We know we're not sitting around waiting 20 years. We're investing. We haven't got a large portfolio. We've got to grow one. Stephen doesn't have to grow a portfolio. He's got a really good portfolio. He can afford high risk to sit there and do nothing with. He's in a very, very different situation than most of us here. It's a difference between you selling because it's going down and it going down because you sold. Some are mistaking the two. Yeah. It's a difference between you selling because it's going down and it going down because you sold. Exactly. It didn't go down because I sold, and it had no, even if everyone followed me, it wouldn't make any blooming difference. Anyway, Stephen Lewandowski, my friend, you are definitely a rich man. He is a rich man. He's a very successful man. Not everyone is doing due diligence and so on. Many people will keep being driven by emotion and are impressionable. That is true. But remember, if you want to talk about impressionable, I'll ask this in the question. This will be an interesting one. Tio Roll saying, not everyone is doing due diligence and so on. Many people will keep being driven by emotion and are impressionable. Who would inspire you more to buy a stock? Who would inspire, in other words, put an impression on you to buy a stock? All right? Would it be Martyn Lucas, Richard Branson, and that represents, of course, the Virgin brand. All right? Virgin brand. Or Elon, and that is SpaceX and Tesla brand. Okay. So, you watch my channel because you can talk to me, and we have a family and a community. You can't talk to Elon Musk. You can't talk to SpaceX. They're not listening to you, right? You're a nobody, just like me. We're just talking to each other, right? You can't talk to Elon Musk. He ain't listening. Richard Branson ain't listening. He's sat on his island. So, even though you speak to me every day, and we talk to each other, and we learn from each other, who inspires you to buy a stock? Richard Branson, the Virgin brand, the history, the planes, the trains, the balloons, Virgin Galactic, all of that. Elon Musk, SpaceX, all of that. Or me. Please don't tell me it's me. I know it's not me, and it absolutely should not be me. I'm going to ask you. And don't say me for a laugh, all right? What do you actually think? You might buy a stock after watching me because, Martyn Lucas talking about Virgin Galactic. I like that. I'll buy that. But hopefully you've done it because of the whole bigger package of the inspiration that you have gained from watching space, Virgin Galactic, Elon Musk, SpaceX, whatever it is that you watch and what drives your emotion. I'm hoping to God it's not me. I don't believe for a minute it is. And the reason why I've asked it is T.O. Roll has just said that. Not everyone is doing due diligence, and some people may be being driven by emotion and impressionable, and they are. But I don't believe for a second that anyone is being influenced by me. God, I hope I'm right on that. Okay, here we go. Yes, oil, says Stephen Lewandowski. I sold all of my space at 350 left 350 shares for ultra long. Wake it up a year or so. That's the right thing to do. I've still got my Roth IRA. Right, Roth IRA. I've still got 330 shares. I can buy that. I've got loads of money now. Look, I'm rich now. Look. If you look into my account, look, loads of money. $5,700, look, earning 4.65%. Remember, and I told you, I also need to pay for my computer. So I had to sell as well because I needed some money for that. So I didn't want to wait for it to go down and end up having to sell my S&P 500 or something like that. Anyway, oh, bloody hell. I don't believe it's Martyn Lucas. I don't believe that. You're just having a laugh with that. Stephen, what's your average? Please buy 18 more shares. My OCD can't handle it. I know. I used to be like that. When I first started trading, and I would buy fractional shares, and I'd buy $10 of Tesla, and I'd have 0.006123. And then I'd get a calculator. This was how stupid I was. I'd get a calculator, and I'd go, right, I've got to buy 0.673767 of Tesla to get a share. Don't worry about that, folks. Get over yourself. Buy $10, 10 shares, forget it. It's only a number. It doesn't mean anything. Don't waste your time in rounding it up. Steve's a madman. He is a bloody madman. Elon Musk every single time. Thank God for that. Luke, what's your average on 350 you've kept? I'm caught at 536. Jacob, I was at 35. Remember that. Remember, when I say today I'm happy that I've made $1,000, and some clown says, oh, that's all you've made. What an idiot. Remember, I lost $30,000. So I bought at $35 when I started. So I know what it feels like. Mr. $5.36. I wish I was at flipping $35. On the other side of the investor, like us, they represent their companies, and you might seem more neutral and balanced. I ain't balanced. You, on the other side, you're an investor like us. They represent their companies, and you might seem more neutral and balanced. I'm more honest. I don't know about. I'm more neutral. More balanced. Not really. Not balanced. My portfolio is balanced, but my brain's not balanced. If I was balanced, if I was sane, I wouldn't be doing this. I would have rented my house out years ago in England, and I'd be sitting on a beach drinking pina colada like Richard Branson. There ain't nothing balanced about me, mate. I'm as mental as the next man, right? You win the poll. I have no idea why that was. I don't know why people said that. And you would have the most influence on this group because we have a personal experience of you, therefore an emotional attachment. I like that. Well, if that's the case, let's march on together as an army. Let's get 1 million subscribers and let's influence the hell out of the stocks. Who's up for that? Right, okay, final poll. Final poll, because apparently I'm more influential than Richard Branson and Elon Musk. Combined, right? So let's do it. Who's up for it? Who's up for it? Who's up for it? Get millions of subs and influence the hell out of it. All right, there's a question for you. All right, who's up for it? Get millions of subscribers and influence the hell out of it. And we can all make money together. All the members will have like an inside little circle. And what we'll do, we'll get millions of subscribers. We'll have a members only live stream before the stream goes. And it's like, right, hey boys, we're all going to sell Virgin Galactic at $4, right? And yeah, the millions of us, we're all going to do it together like a bloody great army. Yes or no? All right, there you go. Who's up for it? Get millions of subscribers and influence the hell out of it. Well, might as well. Elon Musk does it. Richard Branson does it. Who else does it? What's her name? Nancy Pelosi does it. Elon Musk bought Twitter, and I still don't use it. I trust what I hear. So this is my influence. If I hear lots of talk, I then do due diligence and take a look. I've never looked back at Virgin Galactic. A man from Earth is being so incredibly generous the last few days. So incredibly generous. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Pete Barker has become a member. Can't believe it. Now remember, all of you that are members, you can now see for a month for free, because you just won it, all the members only videos. You can ask me to do a question. You can. I thought it was going to read it out. You can ask me to do a question, a poll. I will reply to all your comments and a birthday. The only thing that you're not going to get until you renew it next month is your upgrade on to Discord. I decided that yesterday because if you win a membership and you are a scammer or a bot, I mean, it could happen. It could happen. We don't want you coming into the family. So we've given you the membership for all the perks. It was donated by a man from Earth, but we're not going to upgrade you onto Discord straight away. Anyway, there you go. You won the poll. You won the poll. Hang on. You won the poll, Martin. Therefore, recommend good stocks. Drillion. It's my responsibility now. I have to make certain. Well, you want a recommendation? I'll give you a recommendation. Buy the S&P and do nothing else. S&P, J&J, Coca-Cola, do nothing else. I guarantee in 20 years you'll be up. This is not financial advice. However, it works pretty much every single time. All right. I mean, it's boring, but it works. All right. I offloaded 1,200 shares. It was tough, Jacob. We know how you feel, mate. We could cause short squeezes in small caps. Would be possible, Crag. We could be called Martyn Lucas Aids. Shall we form an army? Marching down the road. Humpty 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 diddly hoop ba hoop a hoot. You got to do the face though. If you're going to march down the street, all right, as the Martyn Lucas Aids, you know, going down the street like Nancy Pelosi with all our shares, with our big bags on our shoulders going, we're all going to dump Virgin Galactic and ain't nothing you can do about it. And we're all marching down the road. You got to do the face. And if you don't do the face, you're not in the Martyn Lucas Aids. Anyway, there's 5 more members for the team. A man from Earth. I cannot believe it. Can I put a huge thank you to a man from Earth? That is so generous, so wonderful of you. Jojo, I'm holding a bag. Paid too much in December. We've all been there. Thank you, a man from Earth. Pete Barker, yeah. So, Pete Barker, you can now take advantage of all the perks and benefits. Birthdays, questions, polls. I will answer all your questions. You can ask me to do a video on a stock. I will reply to you on all social media. You've got members-only events, exclusive videos on the homepage, exclusive videos. You can now go and see the stuff you couldn't see before. That is kept just for members. It's very personal stuff and all the rest of it. The only thing that we're not doing is upgrading people who win memberships until they renew it next month, because we want to make certain that the people who come into Discord really want their memberships. Anyway, be careful, Martin. The SEC spies might be watching. Well, if they're watching, they know I'm laughing, right? Do you mean when we go down the road with our Martyn Lucas age? Here's me bag of Virgin Galactic. I'm going to sell it. Hang on a minute. I have heard that Richard Branson's got a rocket company. Oh, yeah? Is he? Yeah. I want to be rich like Richard Branson. Do you? Yeah. Richard Branson's got a big island. I want to be like him. You could be like him. How? There's an app. Go on the App Store on your iPhone. Download Robinhood. You can now, in 5 minutes, buy Richard Branson's company. Brilliant. Brilliant. I'm going to buy Virgin Galactic because I'm going to be like Richard Branson. Right. Let me buy it. Hang on a minute. What are you doing? I'm buying Virgin. You told me I could buy a Virgin Galactic. I could be like Richard Branson. All right. I'm buying it. What are you doing? Have you researched it yet? You just said I could be like Richard Branson, get rich quick. I've seen Bit Boys say I can get rich. I've seen Cryptos R Us meet Kevin Graham Steppan. I can get rich. Get rich what? Because you bought Richard Branson's company. Yeah. I'm going to buy Richard Branson's company. Do you know how many shares there are? There's hundreds of millions. How many have you got? I got 20 quid. All right. So you're going to buy 3 shares. All right. I'll buy 3. All right. Okay. Hang on a minute. Have you done the research? What do you mean research? Well, do you know what you're buying? Yeah, I'm buying shares. I've got 3 shares of Virgin Galactic. Well, do you know what they're worth? Ain't got a clue. It says $4 on the app. Yeah, but how much are they worth? How many shares are there? Times by the market cap. How much money does it make? Oh, now I don't know how to do that. Well, why are you buying it then? Well, because you said I can be rich. I can be rich like Richard Branson. Does Richard Branson still hold these shares? No. Well, why not? Well, when it went to $30, he sold it because he bought millions and he drove it right down. Oh, well, why am I buying it then? Well, because if you buy it and lots of people like you buy it, it'll go up again and Richard Branson can make more money and then they'll dilute it and drop it back down again. Oh, so will I end up with an island like Richard Branson? No, you won't end up with any money. Well, what will happen with Richard Branson? He'll get richer. He'll get lots and lots richer. But what about me? What about you? You'll get nothing. Well, I thought if I went on my Robinhood app and I bought Virgin Galactic, I thought I'd get rich. No, not unless you buy it for the right price. You never said that. You just said I could buy it. Excuse me. I just thought that'd be funny. I just wanted to do that. Anyway, I don't know. I even know why I did that. I just wanted to do it. Anyway, the reality is the best investment you ever make in life is yourself. It's boring. It takes discipline. It means going to bed early. It means getting up early. It means working hard. It means reading, studying, drinking water, taking exercise, getting control of your emotions. That's what you do. Rivian had an amazing day, by the way. That's what you do. It's boring, but it works. Getting rich is not about picking up an app and buying something which sounds spacey and rock and roll and futuristic and then expecting to get rich for doing nothing. That's why I think that's why crypto was invented. Crypto was invented because we all got, not literally, don't anyone take me out of context, but in a way, crypto was invented to fuel the egos and desires of greedy people who want to get rich for doing nothing, because people will buy into an idea, and that's how crypto works. Even though crypto's got use cases, I know, I don't want Ali Tisro phoning me up and all the rest of it. However, it does play into the narrative of people who want to get rich for doing nothing. Like we proved a few moments ago, 80% of you, or whatever it was, don't read the balance sheet. That's human nature. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We're all the same. I'm too lazy. I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to go out and dig the roads. I'm too lazy to cut grass, go out and cut all the neighbours' grass. I'm too lazy to wash the car, take it to the car wash. I'm just as lazy as everybody else. I didn't get a chance to make the bed this morning. Fair enough. I was up at 1 a.m. setting up the stream. But we're all the same. We're human beings. We want to get rich for doing nothing. Well, it doesn't work that way. And the rich get richer, and we get poorer because they play the game, and we just we all want to be like them. And that's how we end up with no money, and they end up with more money. The rich will always get richer, and we'll always get poorer. But today, I got a bit richer because I decided to sell it at the top, because it took me 2 years to be able to get the mentality to be able to recognize it's time to get out. When I first started trading and investing, I was losing money all the time. Selling the wrong shares for FIFO, selling at losses, panicking on the way down, FOMOing on the way up, and I was just a blimmin' pawn in the piece of the rich people, making a right clown of myself. Well, 2 years later, consistently make money, still make mistakes, still get it wrong, but get it right a lot more than I get it wrong. And what I expect now is that 5774 in my buying power, I think it's going to earn about $1 a day, 150 a day. I think so. With the 4.65, it's around about that. They pay me every day. It'll do pretty well, that. And I will transfer a couple of grand out of there to pay off the computer. I've got to do that. The rest I will leave in earning APY. If the interest rates go up with the Fed at the next FOMC meeting, it'll go to 5%, and it'll get really good. And I'll leave it there for a while, and then I'll see. And if Virgin Galactic should drop away, now remember, Virgin Galactic likes to do after hours action. Again, we don't rely on that as a given, but it's got some momentum at the moment. It's going up a bit. Don't chase it when it goes up. I'm looking for information of the filings coming out to see if they've diluted. I know they need to dilute now. They need to ramp up now. They're running out of money. They've only got a year or so's money left, and the burn rate is increasing. If interest rates go up, they've got less than a year. They've got to ramp up, make some money. So they can't leave it 6 months. They'll be frustrated that the share price has gone down. They'll be frustrated, and that is what happened to Tilray. And look where Tilray is today. So they might dilute. And if they dilute, it's 150. Then you might want to buy some. But remember, if it goes to 3, that is still more than the value of the company. If they dilute 400 million shares, it's not cheap enough. You haven't got a discount. If anyone sees this tomorrow at 3, don't think it's a discount. If they release 400 million worth of shares, if it goes to $3, all they've done is basically release the shares. The shares are owned at the same price at $3. You remember, it's like doing a split. You remember Tesla was $1,500 and then it was $400. It's the same. Was it 3 for 1 or what was it? 1,200 to 400, whatever it was. 3 for 1, same price. Everybody realized, I'm sure, right? Everyone knows this much. Everyone knew that Tesla wasn't a discount at $400, right? There was 3 shares for every one. So or 1 share for every 3, whatever it was. Anyway, so they were worth $400 a share. It's the same as 1,200. They're just 3 times as many. So it's not, they're now cheaper. For this to be 400 million's worth of shares, it needs to go to $3, and then it needs a discount to 150 to get a discount. If you're just buying the same price, you're buying at what it is now. It makes no odds. So if you're looking for the value, of course the cost has gone down, but you're looking at the value. If you're only looking at the cost of the share price, you're missing the point. And I'm sorry to say, there was a bit of a fake out there. Can you see it? There's no There's no happy ending for this right now. This is a pain to the board of Virgin Galactic. They're looking at that going, oh my gosh. Anyway, this was supposed to be a good day for us. I don't feel like a fun fly today. I didn't feel like a fun fly today. Some of them stayed buckled working on their computers, and you can take a ride with me to do that. Zach said. Yeah, they were working. It was Italian Air Force doing work. They wasn't on a day out trip, was they? Zach, who would pay for that? Pants, in my opinion. Roller coaster, loads more fun, rock climbing, scuba dive, 20 minutes on Virgin Galactic. Don't waste your money, in my opinion. I forgot to talk about that, the flight experience. I'm doing some research and I want to find out what the Italian Air Force felt. Not the Virgin Galactic test team, the Italian Air Force. They will be interviewed privately in the coming weeks, months and years. And they will be asked, what was it like? What did it feel like? And if they say, well, it's 30 seconds, it really, right, not good. I want to hear. I have to agree, even though I've always been very excited about the idea of it, the Kármán line in space, because I know that the argument, is it space, Kármán line, yada, yada, yada. We've been here, we've done all that. I must admit, it did look very rushed. Admittedly, it wasn't a photo opportunity like it was last time when Richard Branson was floating around and it was all fun. Very different than the Italian Air Force running through and, oh, quick, it's back down again. I don't know if it looked a little bit, well, it's a lot of money. $500,000 for 30 seconds. It did look a bit like that to me, and I've never said that before. It just looked a little bit lackluster would be the word I would use. Lackluster. Probably dilute in August, just before the next flight. Yes, it goes up again. We just see the Davids in a sea of Goliaths. It's the Goliaths with their millions that are always trying to screw the Davids out of their savings. We need to think more like Goliaths. And that's education, that is knowledge, that is controlling our emotions, and I measure my emotions, and I measure my successes, and I measure my decisions, and I think I'm getting better at it. I would not have wanted to have sold Virgin Galactic a month ago. Today I did, and I feel great. Actually, I feel great because it's not that I've got no patience. I've got infinite patience. I've sat here for 2 years, right? I've got patience, but I just grow tired of losing money. And this year it's become a habit to make money. And I like that habit. I prefer it. It's a much better way to live, I think. Anyway. Okay. I think we can wrap up the show right there. Virgin Galactic isn't going to go anywhere. I don't see any reason why. I don't know why an institution, a big whale would come in and buy millions of shares at 417 when the big money knows it's going to get devalued. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. The small retail investor, us guys, we think, oh, it's cheap, I'll buy some. The big money looks at the numbers and goes, it's going to devalue, I'll buy it at 150. They won't do it. I don't know why they would. The only thing I can see happening for Virgin Galactic now in the next month is lots of retail investors, lots of us, look at it and think, oh, I'm excited. They're flying now. It's a regular thing. They've come through all the bad times. They've sold the tickets. I'm going to buy it now. It's cheap. It's not cheap, but it looks cheap. And they'll buy it. And I think if enough people buy it, it might start climbing, but it take millions. It starts climbing. And the moment it does, those on the board go, burp, $400 million of shares, please. Burp, back down to 3 again. And then 150 maybe. So I don't want to be holding the bag like that. I would rather miss out. And even if it goes to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, without me, that's perfectly fine. Because my money is needed elsewhere, and I believe it can make money elsewhere. If we get a drop in Tesla, I'll buy some more Tesla. Once I bought my, paid my computer off, and I've got money coming back in again. I think Rivian is massively overbought today. The S&P, we've had a massive run. This is my favorite stock. It's just obvious why. It's had a run. It's cooled off a little bit. I think it's going sideways until we know where the rate hikes are going, and if we can amplify the bull market. We are in a bull market, after all. We are in a bull market. 2 months consecutively up. We are technically in a bull market. I might be able to start putting more money in the S&P. I can still buy Coca-Cola because I'm down on Coke. In fact, I'm flat. I've made no money on Coke at all. I've earned money on dividends. Coke has been going sideways now for like a year. Very, very good time to buy Coke, in my opinion. I could buy more Coke. No question, no risk, no drama. The dividend keeps going up. The dividend keeps getting paid out, keeps increasing. And right now, I'm in a good place because I've had it for a year and I haven't made any money on it. So this is ready and primed for the next leg up. It's been going sideways for a year. So, we've done 40% in 5 years, nothing in the last year. So 20% next couple of years? Yeah, 20% with dividends, with no risk. So the money I've got with Virgin Galactic, I could buy Coca-Cola, give myself stability, give myself pretty much guaranteed 20% next 2 or 3 years, dividend payments. Is that how much money I'm going to make at best on Virgin Galactic? Don't know. Without the drama. Anyway, it's worth thinking about. J&J is another one of those. J&J is primed for breakout. I'm down 1% on that one, and I'm up 2.5% on that one. So it's actually gone up since I bought it, but my brokerage account is still down. I mean, that's not the accurate way of looking at it, but it might be worth thinking about some J&J as well. AI, but AI through Amazon is the way to go, in my opinion, and Apple is the way to go, not through the smaller companies. They'll be bought out, I think, in my opinion. Anyway, Martin, take a look at Virgin Galactic 01 press conference released on their YouTube channel about 3 hours ago. 4 empty chairs on Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Was it? It wasn't empty the entire time, though, was it? It was empty when I watched it. I had it for going for half an hour. It was empty. Was it empty the entire time? Surely they sat down eventually, right? Don't tell me that no one sat down at all. Did the Italian Air Force bugger off? In fact, okay, have we got time? Let's have a look. Virgin Galactic. Let's have a look. Virgin Galactic. Let me have a look. Did they do a conference? Nothing. It's not on their website. Not on their website. Not on their behind videos live. They not. That was the mainstream videos. They'd not put that out. Did no one attend the conference? Surely to God. Can't find it. Should be clear as day. Can't find it. Don't know. No idea. I'll have a look. But yeah, when I watched it, there was 4 empty chairs. Bring back the bear market. Then the rallies we had last year were tremendous in high. Been nearly 6 months since the last rally. Yeah. Are you still going to carry on doing these videos about Virgin Galactic or more about general investing now? Andy, just so you know, because I know you're quite new to my channel, we cover all of the stocks. It's just been, the world has been focused on SPCE, and as I rank number 1, and it's my biggest audience, yes. I know, and I respect, and I understand, I want to make it absolutely clear, not everybody, even though my members have been supporting me, people go, can we move on now? And I'm with you. We need to look at some new companies. I've got lots of requests from you, and I take note of what everyone says. We need to look at some new companies, some new ideas. We need to look at. I'm talking with some of you about options trading. We're talking about bonds, gold. Got video coming out about gold. We're looking at. I want to take another look at Rocket Labs. Pete Barker will like that. He's thinking, "Oh, Martyn Lucas is getting all into Rocket Labs. It's the next stock to crash. Martyn Lucas, don't touch it. You touch Virgin Galactic, look what happens." I think my audience would like Rocket Labs. I'll have a look into that. We want to focus on Rivian, Tesla, Mullen. No, obviously not, but Lucid until we can get out of it. Apple, Amazon, McDonald's is important. I really like it, McDonald's. Coca-Cola, we just talked about that. We want to talk about J&J, Google with AI. Is it a good time to buy it now? Microsoft, Bitcoin and Matic. We want to get more into that. Tilray, we're still keeping our hopes up for that. Robinhood is my next breakout stock. Robinhood, we're going to focus on a lot. IonQ, AI. I like IonQ. I think it's got carried away again. I made 75% on it, 35 and 35. I would like to get back in with IonQ, but not anywhere at this price. It's 278% up. It's way too expensive. So I hope that answers your question. So yes, the answer to your question is we will focus on some other stocks. But yes, there still will be Virgin Galactic videos. This has just been very, very special this month. Okay. Shall we put away the Virgin Galactic badge? Shall we put it away? The Virgin Galactic badge has sat on my homepage for over a month. You ready? Shall we say goodbye to the Virgin Galactic badge for now? Shall we? Let's shall we pack just tell me in the chat, shall we pack away the Virgin Galactic badge? just for now. Shall we? VG badge. No, it's not. That's the way to do it. Shall we pack away? Yes or no? Shall we pack away? Shall we pack away the VG badge? Yes. Yes, it bloody is. Shall we pack away the Virgin Galactic badge? Martyn, say goodbye to Virgin Galactic forever. Drillian saying, for God's sake, say goodbye to it forever. Well, let's see what the poll says. I'll give you 1 minute. Very, very quick poll. Very, very quick poll. And then we're going to end the show. I guess until they start flying regularly in August. Are we a members only thing right now? I can't even bloody remember. Oh yeah. Oh no, Martyn Lucas turned off subscriber only mode. Oh, members only. We are members only. Let me turn it back a minute. I got people thinking, I want to have a say. I want to give everyone a say. We've just been members. We've just been members for you know, because I don't know why. Because we did. Because members are important, right? Let's go to general masses. I guess until they start flying regularly in August. They showed 4 empty chairs and the stream ended after around 5 minutes. Looks like the Italians didn't want to face the cameras, which I find very strange. Do you remember I said I watched them? They didn't look like it was a great experience. It looked very rushed. P.S. Good shout out with Rocket Labs. Pete Barker's going, yeah, go on. Get, what was it, 30,000 people? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, P.S. Good shout out with Rocket Labs, Martyn. I might do it. Will Rocket Labs become my new favourite? Martyn, say goodbye for Virgin Galactic. Keep it up to the next flight. It's the end of an era. If you do, it's the end of an era. Garrett says, love it. LOL. Martyn, come on. Members only. 3 Turks. Members only. 3 Turks now. Martyn, come on. Members only. Members only. 3 Turks now. I don't know what that means, Drillian. I have no idea what that bloody means. Martyn Lucas Investor turn on subscribers only channel. Yeah, right. I don't know what it means. 5. Oh, hang on. 56% said no. Shall we pack away the Virgin Galactic badge? 57% say no. All right, I won't do it then. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. The badge stays where it is. The badge stays where it is. Where's Peter Clock? Is Peter Clock here? I'll ask him to get rid of his thing. No, Virgin Galactic. I am out. Joby. You want to do Joby instead. That was a flying taxi company, wasn't it? Joby. No Virgin Galactic, I am out. What percentage of dilution has been added? There's just 400 million, I think 350, was it 300 million a couple of days ago? Another 400 million coming. It's been a long day, I've forgotten now. We've been discussing it. I've been streaming since 1 a.m. this morning. Do you realise that? It was all day yesterday. Anyway, this is the deal, right? Look. This is at, hang on, what is it? What time is it? So it's, yeah, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Here we go. Watch this. Watch this, everybody. I can't see. I've got this over here's got to be changed. Right. I'm working on a new system over here. Can't see it. It's off camera. It's top secret. That's why. 8, 4. There. Right. In fact, I'll move that in a minute. Yeah, I'll wait. What you think about a short position? I don't do short, and it's not for me. Martyn, you are wasting all your valuable time on Virgin Galactic. Not even Virgin Galactic is. Not even Virgin Galactic is. Joby Aviation, 500% up. Arch Aviation, I'll take a look at it. What a day. Good to see we are holding a 410 level. I've still got my my long-term position with my Roth. I'm done. I'm finished. That's it. Tire's coming off. I'm done. I've been going now insane amounts of hours since all day yesterday, 1 o'clock this morning. I'm bushed. I think we're done. I want to thank everybody for a record-breaking day today. Let me share with you what I can here, because I'm not allowed technically to share everything on my stream. Not allowed to. There's things you can and cannot share. It's like terms of the service. This video right now, we've had 3,939 people come through this stream right now. Pretty good, right? All right, that's good. I want to thank you for that. We had 22,767 through the stream. Okay, people are still watching it. It's 22,767. Thank you for that. You can see, look, how it's not normal. This is a good week. This is good. This here, all this is good. This isn't normal. This is a good week because of Virgin Galactic. All this, very, very good. Every hour, 120, 120, 119, 508. This is a very good week. That's every hour. 24 hours a day. And then that happened. It makes that noise as well. It wakes me up middle of the night. I'm lying in bed. Bloody hell, what's that? It's my YouTube channel. I mean, it happens every night. So I want to thank you for that. Subscribers now, we've got, yesterday we were at, was it 8,800, 8,900, and last night we hit 9,000, and then we're now 9,425. It was something like 600 people subscribed since the stream started last night. Absolutely nuts. 600. Like, I used to get 1 subscriber a week a year ago. 600 in a few hours. So thanks to all of you for that. What else can I share with you? You know, we all hit the 1 million views. The subscribers, 10,000, so we can do fundraisers where the charity gets all the money. On Social Blade, that's where I get my numbers from. It says I'll be at 10,000 subscribers in 44 days. I think that's going to come down a little bit now. So maybe it's a couple of weeks. I don't know. It's very difficult to say. But we are on target for 100,000 subscribers currently before today, in a year and a half or so, and then 1 million in a couple, 2.5, 3 years. That's our projection of where it's sort of going. So there we go. And we're going to keep going. We're not going to give up. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the scammer today who came in and hacked into the algorithm of YouTube. They're not in my account, but they've hacked into the YouTube, and they wanted me to shout out, look how many likes I've got. That is not genuine. Anyone looking at that that is not genuine. It could not have been, because I've not had that many people. So it doesn't make any sense. You know, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. Sometimes you get these figures, and sometimes people have the way to get in. I don't know how they do it. I haven't got a clue. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. At the end of an historic day for space, for Virgin Galactic, for all of us here. I'll be back in the morning. The 24-hour stream continues today. It will start in a couple of hours' time. It's getting better all the time. It's going to be built out a lot more. We're going to have guests hopefully join us at the weekends to present shows. The 24-hour stream is a place for everyone to talk and always be able to talk to each other and support each other. So please do support it. Even though right now I know it's basic, it needs your support to help it grow. But in the coming weeks, there's going to be a lot of information and revolving webcams and live links. I think it's going to get very entertaining and be a very useful part of the channel. But right now it's just a single screen that rotates, but it's there to give you the chance to speak to people and have that conversation. Anyway. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up the show. Angel, can you please do an analysis? Yes, I can. I can do a full 10-minute deep dive on any stock. It's a members only perk. Become a member, I'll do it. I haven't got time now. I'll do it on the next stream if you're here, and I will gladly run it through my software and do on it. No problem at all. I'm very disappointed about the fact that Virgin Galactic failed a live stream and a good show. They got to space and can't do this right. It was a shame. I agree with you. Hi, Martin. Just finished work. Are you going to keep Virgin Galactic? I've sold my brokerage position. I did it live on the show. I sold it at the top. I sold it up here. I made like a 17% profit, about $1,000. Whoops-a-daisy. About here. We said it was going to go down, and it did. I've kept my Roth IRA long-term position, but I made profit. I announced before I was going to sell it, and then I did it live on the show. That's it. Have a good night. Let's roll the credits. I'll see you back on the 24-hour stream. It'll start in an hour or so. Hopefully you'll join us for that. Look forward to seeing you in the stream. And between now and then, I'll roll the credits. And let's get out of here. One day. I don't mind telling you, I'm exhausted. Stars of our show. We got a crypto tip from Eric B. Thank you so much indeed. Subscriptions: Luca, Gabrielle, Vlad. Members: Pete Barker, Gallard Stude, Kidda, Nomad, and Das. Welcome to you who won. Please do reach out and thank a man from Earth. A man from Earth donated these members: Pete Barker, Gallardo, Kidakazi, Comad, and Das. Please do reach out to Man from Earth. It's very generous of him to do that. It'd be very nice, at least say thank you that he bought you memberships. You get many extra perks that somebody bought for you. So acknowledge that on the next stream. You'll notice you've got those. Come on in and say thank you. Be nice. I didn't pay for it. One of our members did. Okay, Steve. Did you see that, Sensei? I wasn't going to read it out. I didn't realise you saw it. Steve Johnson, I will tell you now that Sensei is a very valued member of my channel. He's going nowhere. And so, as Sensei said, if you don't enjoy it, watch another channel, no problem. Thanks, Martin. What a stream. Better than Virgin Galactic. Provided so much help and perspective. You are the best. Sensei, I appreciate, love you, mate. Well done. Thank you ever so much, everything you did. Well done today, Jojo S. Space next earnings is estimated in early August. Same with the next scheduled flight. July is going to be another long month. Yep. Virgin Galactic is going down again now, another 2%. Whoa, it's now 4.15. I'll see you back for the 24-hour stream if you want to continue discussing any stock 24/7 or you just want to have a chat with a member of the family that is supportive on it. It's members only. Only members can chat during the live streams on the 24-hour service. It's to stop, idiots coming in and saying silly stuff. I'll see you back there tonight. I might pop in and say hello myself. How lucky are you? I'll come in and go, hello, it's me. In between now and then, take care of yourselves, take care of your money, your crypto, and as always, most importantly, and each other, thank you for a memorable, wonderful day. One for the books. Bye-bye for now.